Hello everyone, today we're looking at Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, which just released a few hours ago. This game does not have text-to-speech unfortunately, so you will have to use OCR. You will need to turn time traces off and audio descriptions on in your options menu. The game does OCR quite well, so you guys should not have any problems starting a new game. And yeah, so let's get right into this. I will explain as I go. So I'm gonna start a new game.
Recognizing result document. New.
Okay, go to new.
Left click. Forest.
Then we will go to slot 2.
Recognizing result document.
That's the slot I've
Cannot be ticket. Apartment. AUD 10 continue. Slot 1. AUD 10 continue. Slot 2. New game. Slot 3.
Okay.
Slot 3. New game. Slot 2. Continue. AUD 10 2. Slot 1. Continue. Slot 1. AUD 10 2. Continue. Slot 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go to slot 2.
Left click. Forest. Recognizing result document. AUD 2020. Slot 2. AUD Forest.
And let's go.
A young man with frizzy hair and sunglasses sings on stage.
4 hours.
An ethereal hippie girl plays a xylophone on stage. An older man plays the saxophone on stage.
4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
Grace and her band lay around after band tryouts, sprawled out on the seats and exhausted.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Okay, so I now have dialogue choices to choose from. In order to play this, you are gonna have to work with the mouse as the traces are randomized, so OCR is going to be necessary. But it reads quite well, as I've said, so yeah, let's have a look.
Recognizing result document. It's 50 words off.
That's our first one,
You did reply to make me better off.
second one,
Maybe we should try that time.
third one. Alright, I'm gonna take... I'm gonna play it cool.
You did reply to make me better off. Left click.
I see what you're doing, Freddie. You're just trying to make me feel better.
How about making us feel better? We sat through this too.
I'm so sorry you all had such a rough time. Freddie has a bad idea. What else is new? Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm, crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
Kez and Brian leave together.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
Recognizing result document. It's ticket frustrating. I think I'm okay. It's ticket you did read the rest off. Left click.
You're always looking out for me, Freddie.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, don't worry about that, really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze, I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze, I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
A young, fashionably dressed woman peeks through the doorway to watch Grace sing.
Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or...?
Calliope looks up at the stage.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Recognizing result document. Let's take a time. Unusual question. Unusual question. Let's take everyone else is dropped off. Let's take a time. Let's click.
Okay. Did you, bring an instrument, or some music?
I kinda bring my music wherever I go.
All right. Well...
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take, and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through?
Like a boat lost at sea,
Though I'm about to
with no
end,
sails, not a
you
breeze.
still have your life ahead.
I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Recognizing result. Did you send it? Tommy. Did you send it to your right off? To your right off. Chorus.
Okay, so here we have to choose our trait. This does influence what dialogue options are available after each song. However, you can choose any option in the song itself. So I'm gonna go with Kick-Ass. So the way this works is left for charming, middle for kick-ass, and right for clever. So, let's take kick-ass then.
Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. Can I belong to the sea?
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Recognizing result of you earned 50. Can I ask what the wrong question? You earned 50, you earned 50. Can I ask what the you did not? Have we met before question? I think you did not. Left click.
I'm glad you did. That was... I've never experienced anything like that before.
I'd be surprised if you had.
What was that? It felt like... the music was everywhere, like it was coming from inside me.
It always has, Grace. Just as it was when I walked in. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
Recognizing result of you left rocket the on it top right rocket. Left rocket token out it top right rocket. Left rocket token out it top right. Left rocket the on it top right rocket. Left rocket token out it top right rocket. Left click.
You sound like my guidance counselor.
Then I should apologize.
No, it's fine. There's just only so many times someone can ask what's wrong with you before you start to think there's really something wrong with you. But what does she know? If only she could see me now, right?
I think she'd see what I see.
Recognizing result of you
I should go.
Forest.
Calliope turns to leave.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
Grace is alone in her apartment.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be...
Calliope stumbles through the door and Grace catches her.
Calliope?
Grace holds Calliope on the floor. She is bleeding from a stab wound in her stomach.
I didn't know or else... I'm so sorry, Grace.
Recognizing result of human. How did you find me question? I think I get help. What happened question? I think I get help. Left click. Forest.
You're hurt. I'll get help.
No! No! You have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please. Please, come on.
Something shines from inside of Calliope, and transfers to Grace. Grace's eyes glow yellow.
What is that?
Grace looks at herself, shocked by what just happened to her. Grace looks down at Calliope and the blood on her hands in grief. A young person suddenly appears in Grace's apartment. There is a shining doorway that looks to be a portal behind them.
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Recognizing result document. Did you do this as a question? Do you question? Left click.
Hold on. Who are you? How did you get here?
Through the door? I mean, geez, how did you get here?
Recognizing result blank.
She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
Recognizing result document. The chorus question. Explain this right out of what is happening question. What is happening? Explain the chorus question. Left click.
The chorus? You mean the authorities? Are they coming?
I guess they're authorities? But they're not coming here. We have to go to them. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? With me so far? Cool. Let's go.
The young person grabs Grace by the wrist and runs towards the shining doorway. Grace and the young person enter a long office through the doorway. There is a desk with a computer at the end of the room, near windows separated by pillars looking out into the city at night. An owl dressed in fitted armor perches atop the desk, watching Grace closely.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back! Okay. Yeah. I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
The owl continues to watch Grace silently as she wanders the room, waiting for something to happen. Some time passes, and the city grows lighter outside. Grace sits on the desk and looks at a plate of cookies beside her. She reaches for a cookie. The owl turns its attention to her suddenly, causing her to withdraw her hand. The doors to the office open, and 4 people walk through. They approach Grace and stand around the room. One of them, a tall woman, regards Grace with contempt. An older woman takes the seat behind the desk. A bearded man and a beautiful woman look at Grace with a hint of regret.
Our beloved sister, the last of the Muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
Recognizing results of humans. Can I be really next question? This is also mistake. Can I be who you question? Who you question? Left click.
Someone died in my arms.
Taurus.
Where is this? How did I get here? Who are you people?
So many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Recognizing results of you. Wait, comment on real question. You expect me to delete this question. You expect me to delete the wait, comment on you live the question. Wait, comment on real question. Left click.
But gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Recognizing results of you live the question. You expect me to delete this question. You live the you send comment on now. You send comment on you live the question. You send comment on now. Left click.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said,
Taurus.
that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper, never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but...
Athena stares hard at Grace.
I'm afraid you have to die.
Recognizing results of you identity can I be Left click.
What?
Taurus.
I didn't murder Calliope. She was already hurt when she banged on my door.
So you say?
I just met Calliope last night. Why would I kill her? Why would you even think that?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But... it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
Grace's eyes begin to glow.
But... this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged. But it's unfair, I know, but our laws cannot be changed. But she came to me. You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that shield.
You must know I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Athena, Persephone and Aphrodite looked shocked.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us
Apollo looks at Grace, as though imploring her to speak up.
do?
Recognizing results document. Let me prove myself.
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
Apollo and Athena exchange looks. Apollo smiles, but Athena appears frustrated.
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
Recognizing results document. Valid question. Left click.
So, no dying. Am I hearing that right? No Grace getting smited by the gods?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, our original verdict stands.
Recognizing results document. This is summary of. We'll move on. Left click.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want me to say? I can't possibly do this. This is unfair. You know all that already, right? So I'll do my best. That's all I've got.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Grace stands still, looking around, confused for a moment.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Athena gestures towards the plate of cookies. The owl watches Grace closely.
Recognizing results document. Grace apartment. Day 1. Time to enter journal. Journal. Chorus. Recognizing with ready. Characters. Ready. Calliope. Hermes. Aphrodite. Apollo. Athena. Persephone. Act. Chorus. Recognizing Grace ticket apartment. Taurus. Recognizing result loading. Taurus.
Grace arrives back at her apartment.
Sorry, the OCR does
Freddy
not
no-
work well. So I had to do the arrow keys, and I accidentally went to the journal. But yeah, let's continue.
Notices Grace,
Grace?
immediately standing up from the couch. Grace gazes at the spot on the floor where Calliope's body had previously been.
Grace!
Freddy grabs Grace by the arms to get her attention.
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
Recognizing result document. Left right is make up a story. Right side became a dot. Left click.
Yes, but
Taurus.
you are seriously not gonna believe it.
One of those nights, huh? Well, it better be good.
I became a god, Freddy. For real.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? Okay, so what exactly are you the god of? Late night lot?
Grace suddenly notices a horned man in glasses closely inspecting her kitchen.
Days, skipping bad practice.
Grace continues watching in surprised silence at the horned man as he searches.
Recognizing result document. I don't know. That ticket someone give us not last. Ticket someone give us not. Left click.
Freddy? I need to warn you about something.
Yeah? About what? Am I gonna turn to stone? Because that's totally a god thing.
Freddy finally notices the horned man as well.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Recognizing result document. Question. Another question. Another question. Left click.
Another one of the gods, I'm guessing.
Right, sure, I should have realized.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
Recognizing result document. What do you get out of this question? Left click. Taurus. Recognizing result document. Will you answer the question? How can you help question? Can we talk in front of Reddit question?
See, here is my first couple of lock choices. Unfortunately, these are color-coded, so we don't know which are locked until we try to click them.
Can we talk in front of Reddit? Can we talk in front? How can you help question?
So I'm just gonna say, how can you help?
Left click.
Help me how exactly? And why? We've never even met.
Now, how would one acquire friends if one never made an effort to meet strangers?
Yeah, but...
As for the help I can offer, plenty. Unless you feel you can find the murderer on your own. I mean, you could do that. Maybe. Possibly.
Murderer? Wait, there's a murderer? Grace?
Recognizing result document. Can we talk in front of Reddit? I don't use the root comment Reddit. Left click. Taurus.
So yeah, about that god thing, I wasn't kidding.
While also standing accused of murder. It's quite tragic.
Is there any way you could explain what's going on, Grace?
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk. Huh. That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
Recognizing results of humans. Group. Riem. Taurus. Recognizing results of humans. Group. Item 16 of. Item group. Item 16 of 56 and green. Item 16 of group.
Sure, but I have proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Recognizing result 0. I take temporary you in you 3 seconds well. Naturally you are the absolute best of. Left click.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye, it truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who is set adrift most cruelly.
Recognizing results of human was detected for you question. How did you tell me your advice? Left click.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
Recognizing results of human. My province question. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. My province started singing. My province question.
What do you mean, my province?
Each of us has, how shall I say, our talents. Yours is music, as befits a muse.
You're like the original rock star, Grace.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Pan approaches Grace, puts an arm around her shoulders and walks her forward.
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Grace's eyes glow yellow. Freddy takes a step back, shocked.
Powerful.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
Okay, so the songs have fixed choices. Like we picked up right earlier. Left charming, up kick-ass, and right clever. However, we can also OCR the choices provided that the choice timer is off.
Recognizing results of human.
So let's see what we have. Okay. Huh. That's
Recognizing results of human.
Oh, okay.
Not about to just trust you. barge in and take over the place. I don't know
That
what I
one
must
didn't
do,
wanna
but here's
OCR.
what you can do. Get out of my face. I'm doing it right now, man.
You're a natural girl.
I don't
But I just might
follow.
Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Alright, so I'm gonna do this one aggressively. This part.
So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. Like I know that I'm in full control, cause the words and the tunes I feel here in my soul. If this is a power, I'm not overthinking it. If this was a drink, I'd be drinking it. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said, this is my time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Grace, nothing makes sense here. And won't the carpet be covered in fleece? And you said someone died here. Shouldn't we then just call the police?
Alright, let's see if I can OCR these choices.
Recognizing results document. Real time bios designer. You did rewrite from a ready dot. Ready from a unneeded anti dot. Ready from a unneeded anti dot.
Alright, so the trade choice appears to be at the top always.
Correct.
Although I haven't really played with this much. Let's take that again.
Can we all loosen up now? Remember, this madness is happening to me. This music makes sense to me somehow. But pulling me round is not what I need.
Is that gonna be here all the time?
How dare you? You don't know me.
If she has to be, pass me some wine.
Grace, is this how you let strangers speak to me?
Recognizing results document. Enough stop fighting.
Again, we have enough stop fighting as my trade choice.
Ready to get absolutely right off.
Ladies right.
Unknown what is doing on the ready dot. Correct.
So I'm gonna say
There's a good chance I could throw the both of you out. Still got no idea what all this is about. But I don't feel like an amateur wannabe. If this is a dream, then it's gonna be my time. Time to shine.
Yes.
This is my time. Time to shine. I don't need either of you.
Well, what happens next?
How about a solo?
Grace, are you sure about this?
Yes, a solo. Do it. We got time.
let's do it. I'm playing aggressive all the way now.
I never knew I had that in me that said I'll never do that again.
Grace, you're starting to comprehend. Let me show you more, or show me the door.
Good idea. I just sang soprano.
The showing of the door part.
My body's shivering, blood is thickening, skin is shimmering. You guys are bickering.
Recognizing results document. Typically, we are making me angry from it now. Left rocket turn to ready dot. Right rocket. Left rocket turn to right rocket.
You both are making me angry now.
That's it, shut up. This is a wreck. If I had four hands, I'd grab you both by the neck. This is my life and it's happening to me. If we can't work this out, it's just gonna be my time. Time to shine.
Time for you to decide.
My time. Time to shine.
He's taking us both for a ride.
My time. I could go it alone. Time to shine.
Recognizing results document. Left rocket to now on right rocket. Left rocket 2, ready, right rocket, left rocket 2, right rocket.
What are we gonna choose? I'm gonna choose
Taurus.
Freddy, I think. I'm gonna be charming for this one. I mean, we are friends.
Sorry to break it to you, Pan, but I'm not abandoning my best friend.
That's your choice. Humdrum mortality.
How about trusting in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Oh my, such drama. No matter how you employ it, Grace, this is the power of a muse, drawing out that which lies within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Recognizing result of human type of people in question. But I didn't defeat that Vulcan robot. It is perfect time. It is perfect time. But I didn't defeat that Vulcan robot. Left click.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Look, Creepo, Grace already told you to take a hike.
So she did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
Recognizing result of you, left with laptop. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. You should have let your question. Left click.
If you had that all along, why not look into it yourself?
Me? Conduct a search like some plebeian. Unheard of.
Pan hands Grace a small card, but withdraws it quickly as she reaches for it.
Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Grace snatches the card from Pan and looks at it. It contains Calliope's address.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Recognizing result of human. Maybe next time I need your help from a panel. I think I'm not worried. Left click.
No worries, I got this.
Oh?
Whatever my magical song powers can't handle, I'm sure a boot to the head will.
I see.
I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Pan leaves the apartment. Grace looks at the card again.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna stop here. Don't want to spoil too much. This is a pretty long game though. Well, long enough. So I'm gonna end things here and leave you guys to discover the rest of the game. However, I will say that the audio description I do like. However, I don't like the fact that it pauses while speaking. I think I'd have preferred if the audio was just compressed, so that the audio description does not interrupt what is actually going on in the game, because as you may have heard, it paused while people are speaking sometimes, and that is a little annoying. But I do like what they're going for here. I hope to see TTS at some point in the future, but TLCL works quite well, so it's not too big of a deal breaker. yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy this. And I hope you guys will as well. Till next time.